Hey guys, as you can see, it is gone burger. Just a few bits of shit left lying about, but it's all gone, apart from that shit. Hello cats. What are you two doing? And one motor. Gave it a quick clean with some Super Rip and a water blast. It's taking some of the shit off it. But plan to split the gearbox and motor and pull the clutch and flywheel off and pull the bottom end down if I can. Try to get this thing rolled over. Oh no, it's quite heavy. I might have to split the block first. Try and get that off and stand the whole thing on its end or something. I don't know. Figure something out. Get her off, get the sump off, and yeah, see what the hell went wrong. I still reckon it's a spun bearing, but we'll see. You gonna help me, cats? Hmm? You gonna help me? No? You're a huss. What about you? No? You're antisocial little bitch you are. Right. I'm playing around a little bit here, but grab the starter motor out of the shed and hooked a set of jumper leads up to it. Should find a bit of earth for that. Yeah, it's good. A bit more meaty rather than that pissy little screw. So hook the signal wire for the solenoid up to the battery so it gets full 12 volts as it's meant to, I suppose. And then jumper leads. So this happens. Yeah. Poor old thing. Just route the bore some more. Okay, so I've just pulled this engine mount off. A little hard to see, but yeah, that little rubber block on the side there is starting to come away from the main body. Now this is a second-hand replacement. That's exactly what happened with my original one. That one had completely come away. Hard to see, but yeah, you can see that split there. Well, sump's off. They say dead men tell no tales, but this dead motor tells me everything I need to know. There is metallics in that all throughout, and I found whatever the shit I did with it. It would look like a little piece of foil stuck in there from like a like the little foil cap off an STP. What do you call them? Those engine flush bottles. A little foil scab sitting on the top of it. Found one of those stuck to the pickup. So that's probably half the it's a big pickup. It's probably one of the reasons why it decided to shit itself. But yes. And the fact that that sump's not really baffled at all. But yeah, there is a whole lot of metallics in that pan. So yeah, next step is get the pickup off, get the this plate off, and see where I'd spun the bearing or done whatever. Oh, look at that. One crankshaft on the bottom end. Starting to run out of light. I've just gone and had some dinner and shit like that, but I'll have to hook into all this tomorrow. So one of these might be a bit tired. It's just a bit of shit from the casting. I did find a few chunks of shit, metal down in there. I don't know where they came from. So yeah, it's only 4 mains, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 each. Yeah, not a whole lot to it. And then I'll separate that at some other stage. Ooh, excuse me. I'll have to separate that before I pull the crank out, I suppose. Yeah, might be the next job. Anyway. Bit of claret. Oh, most of it's all tidy. Just, let's get rid of all that shit in the corner there. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. Well, another day and another piece of part. Just like that, the gearbox is separated. Just a few bolts and a bit of tugging and wiggling and the odd drop. And yeah, slave cylinder and one spec clutch. That one's a spec stage 2 plus. Good for 390 foot-pounds of torque or something like that. There you go. Spec upside down. That came from America, and that is the flywheel off the other Mondeo that I had. This gearbox is as well, actually. Yeah, that flywheel, I sent it away and got it machined to about 14 pounds. Took a heap of meat off the back of it, and then I got the cover and the flywheel balanced, and it made a huge difference. It was harder to drive in traffic, but yeah, it was heaps quicker out of the hole. Factory flywheel's about 22 pounds. I don't know what that is in kilos. You figure that out. But yeah, it's a little bit angry to use in traffic, but it is a sprung clutch. It's done a few burnouts in it, so it's done alright. I'll have to pull it off and see what's what. See if it's, yeah. But the main thing is to get those get those main and big end bearings out of it. See what's gone wrong. And this thing's saying it's going to die again, so I better carry on. Right, here's our flywheel. You can see it's been machined and it is immaculate. It hasn't even, it's gotten a little bit hot, but it hasn't been well, it's held up considering I've thrashed the snot out of it. That's one side of it. Trying to remember what it is now. Some sort of metallic compound. That side. That side it's a Kevlar compound. So yeah, sort of like a 6-puck clutch. Yeah, that side it's just worn away the lathe marks in the clutch plate, and that's about it. Yeah, this thing's immaculate. I'll get that flywheel off. Maybe get that slow cylinder out. No, I might leave that in there actually. I might actually use this gearbox for a project at some point, because it's a good gearbox. They're pretty solid transmissions. Anyway. Yeah, I found the problem. That's not meant to be like that. There's our spun bearing that's fucking Chernobyl. Cracked the end off it. This camera's about to go flat. I'll have to do this later on. Let the camera charge. The journals, the rest of the journals look alright. A little bit scoring on that one, on cylinder 1. But that, oh yes, that's a good one. Alright, I'll let this camera charge and I'll get back into it. I just realised something. This has got 4-bolt mains. How about that? That's pretty cool. But yeah, you can see. Ooh yeah, that's clearly gotten effing hot. I don't know if that crank will go another round now. I haven't found the piece of, I haven't found that corner yet though. I'm assuming it just got munched up. Or it might be in the pan, I don't know. I haven't looked. Haven't pulled the plate off the pan yet. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, might as well continue fucking around with it. Get those main caps off. Right. Under closer inspection, these aren't 4-bolt mains at all. This whole assembly is integrated into one big casting. So yeah, it's just one aluminium casting. So I got another 5 bolts to remove before I can get the mains out. Because yeah, like I said, the mains are all integrated into one casting. So you'd think that would make them exceptionally strong. I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I don't know how much power the bottom ends of these motors can take. The crank's supposedly 350, 400 horse. I'm assuming the mains and all that would be the same, but yeah, I don't know, I'd have to do some research. That'd be the oil pump. Sorry if my camera's a bit noisy, but I'm using my main shooting camera, not the point and shoot video camera. So yeah, except I got one problem. I can't find my can't find my 10mm socket to get those mains bolts out. Let's see what happens. Right, that's apart. Well, not apart, it's all the bolts are out. Don't want to come So I ain't having it. Bit of thraping does the trick. See what we find. Oh no, it's because the shells fell out. What the shit's going on there? They sit like that? No, they don't. They go in. I don't know where the shit they go. Oh, that comes out of there. So, where are those other two? Bearing shells went. They look like they got quite hot. Don't look too bad actually. I don't know where that one's from. Yeah, get in there. And the other one's gone for a wander. I don't know where it is. I don't think it's that important. Right. Crank. Main journals. That's because it's still there. Yeah, all the journals are mint. It's just that one that needs a grind where it's spun. Shit, isn't that thing pretty substantial though? Ooh. Let's rotate that. Yeah. I'll turn this off and do it. So I just had a good chuckle just now. I pulled the crank out wondering where the hell did the other bearing shell go. I found it. Aussie 50, if you're watching this, I think this completely trumps your 3S GE bearing failure. Oh, come on, focus you bitch. That's completely mounted parallel with each other or whatever. I mean, that's just chewed to pieces. I mean, as you can see, it's starting to extrude out the sides as well. Oh shit. That's unbelievable. That's insane. No wonder why it was so fucking noisy. Yeah, it's just chewed it out. Oh. Yeah. Crankshaft driven oil pump. Not a bad idea, that. That way it's always getting full engine RPM and not geared down. As for the pistons, well, they're not coming out the bottom, I can tell you that right now. Yeah, that one got hot. Right, I've got to work to get those pistons out now. See what sort of nick they are in. Oh, hey guys. I pretty much pulled apart that entire bottom end of the motor. Don't think I'm going to do any more filming on the rest of that motor. It's just the rods and pistons. There's not a lot to it. I mean, you've all seen that sort of shit before. So pretty much going to call that. But yeah, this is the bearing that failed. This is actually two bearings. If you can see that, a bit hard to tell. That's a bit better. You can see the split there. That's actually two bearings spun right around. So, oh man, there we go. Yeah, completely spun 180 degrees. Awesome, eh? And it's extruding it down the sides of the conrod cap. So that's obviously what went wrong. That's what was making all that noise. I'm going to keep that as a souvenir. I'll keep the rod and a piston, the buggered one. I'm not going to keep buggered all else. The rest is pretty much scrap value. Those motors are too hard to get good power out of. 2.5s is just a waste of time unless you're turboing it. Even then, the parts are expensive as all hell. So that pretty much concludes the Duratec teardown series. Where's that microphone? Oh, somewhere. I've got a whole pile of other stuff to do now. Mainly my apprenticeship. I'm going to do some bookwork and all that sort of carry on. Couple of computers to rip apart. No, not the Pringles. An old Packard Bell X821 there. Pentium 4 processor. Acer something. Aspire. That's Pentium 4 as well. That's my old gaming machine. That's an old AGP main board. That's not even AGP, that's just PCI. Good old computer there, reliable-ish. I've never loaded it too hard. I got a teardown to do on this. It's one of the Festal sanders, dual action sanders from work. It's that's runner bearing as well. Yeah. But yeah, when it's run up, it vibrates like all hell. Motor hasn't flashed over. Got a Akai turntable to repair and work again. I've got a Minolta camera to tear down. Water pump, oil pump from the Duratec. And I'll just be tearing down things as they come along when I get time in between my apprenticeship and anything like that. So yeah, it was a good 3 years I had that car. I came the absolute buggery out of it. Would I do it again? Well, I sort of am with my current car. It's pretty much the same thing, but it's a 3 litre, but that's beside the point. So, but would I do a Mark II again? Oh, unless I was building it up as a full-on track car, maybe, but not as another daily. They're getting old and starting to get unreliable, so nah, I wouldn't do it. But yeah, it's good. It's gone. I've got space now to put a container out there for when we build the shed, and once the shed's done, probably won't be this side of Christmas, I'll be moving out there. That'll be the new lab. I've also ordered some reflex photography stickers, 4 colours, red, blue, black and white. They're being made. I don't know what I'm going to price them at yet, but that's, yeah, pretty much got myself a logo as well. Before that I didn't really have a logo to speak of, but now I do, and it's going to be awesome. A few events coming up, but I might, to be honest, I might take a little bit of time out, work on my relationship, and work on my apprenticeship. At the moment, that's more important. So, yeah. Drag Wars coming up in 2 weeks. Night Speed Drag Wars, 31st of October. I probably won't be down there as it's Dad's 50th the same night. Don't know what he's doing yet. I'll have to ask him. But usually a good night. It's usually packed to the rafters. And hopefully it's good weather too. If I can get down there, I'll get down there. If I can't, I'm not going to bother. It's such as life. I'm not going to try too hard to get down there, so there'll be plenty of other photographers out there. But yeah. Should be good. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble on a little bit here. I'll talk to you guys another time. Thanks for watching.